We're gonna try something here.
You guys still have a little lava set up.
No, no, we should be. We're gonna go live.
he wants to make Marcel Reed throw and make more difficult throws, maybe get some pressure in his face, but more so just contain him and limit the legs, which they've done a really good job at throughout the year. They largely shut down Pavia's ground game against Vanderbilt. They did the same with Jalen Daniels, Lenore Sellers, and Arnold was even limited. Arnold's not exactly like a crazy rushing threat, but he has times where he's like, whoa, Jackson Arnold just ran for 100 yards. What was that? So it's like Missouri's done a really good job of shutting down the run game for quarterbacks. I think that's part of it, but just also limiting the explosive plays, because there's been 1 or 2 60-plus yard games. It feels like every game where it's just, wow, that's a momentum killer. But yeah.
Well, Killian, thank you very much. If you'd like to do a trivia question, you can.
Yeah, do I get a prize if I get it right?
Yes, you do.
All right, I'll do a question.
All right. In 2012, a lot of 2012 Mizzou football questions. Mizzou's first SEC football win came against which team?
Georgia?
Kentucky.
Dang.
Yeah.
Give him another. Give him another one.
Says another question.
Okay. What year did Mizzou officially join the SEC?
Wow, this is embarrassing.
Just think about the last question.
It's either 2011 or 2012. I'm going to guess 2012.
Yeah, it was 2012. Good job, Killian.
There you go. And you get a $5 chicken sandwich to Champs Chicken.
I'll probably use this later today. Thank you guys.
Yes.
And you can also take your tender that you were talking about earlier. Oh,
Please.
Shout out. All right,
It's
thanks, guys.
better than the fries.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
thanks.
we got another Maneater representative. This time it's the editor-in-chief, Mr. Chase Prey, who's going to actually, I did his intro a little too early.
Yeah. Okay. Producer's note here. Damn, I'm quiet. Producer's note, that whole time Killian was on, we had no audio from anyone on the live stream. So we fixed it. We are now, yeah, I know.
So that was, nobody heard us?
No one heard us.
Wow.
But
That's okay.
Yeah. Hey, but we worked the kinks out, and we might even go longer today.
Okay.
We'll just tell it like.
Yeah, they
it'll
could
be
read
fun.
lips. Read
Yes.
lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can.
Hey, for those that didn't hear Killian, it was great. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I have the
Cooked me twice.
I have the audio portion of it, like on Audition. I recorded that. but
Okay.
The YouTube listeners were not on it, but thank you, Mark Onweiler, for fixing it. Shout out.
Shout out Mark
You guys
Onweiler.
were in it.
Mr. Prey, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Zach,
oh,
would you like to?
I'm good. Doing well. You know, I had a little cold thing this morning, so I'm pushing through.
Today's Zach's flu game.
I feel like as we continue, I feel better though. So I don't even know if we can call it a flu game anymore.
Really?
I don't know.
You're feeling that good?
I think it's the Champs Chicken has
So if you
revitalized me.
continue to take chicken, you do have to come on the show.
Yeah.
But well, then why are you taking chicken?
Danny Wood, how many chicken have you eaten so far?
Can we get a sign that says you can only take chicken if you're on the show?
Yeah, why aren't you coming on the show, Danny
I just
Wood?
dropped all of our coupons, actually. We might need to get that, but I do not want to deal with that Sharpie ever again.
Okay, sorry. I'm ignoring our guest here. Chase, just give me your immediate thoughts going into this weekend, please.
Going into this weekend, a little nervous.
Okay.
Number 3, Texas A&M. Mizzou college playoffs. What was it? 22. We were ranked. Ridiculous. We got a show out here. A little nervous, but I was listening to you and Killian's conversation. You made some good points that I haven't thought of before. But immediate thoughts are a little nervous for this Mizzou team this weekend.
I am right there with you. I mean, our next portion would be, I know you had 4 of them, keys to the game. I'll start with you, Mr. Prey. What would your key to a Mizzou victory be?
I mean, really in the quarterback, we don't really know what to expect. I mean, we got less than half a game against Vandy. Blowout. I'm not sure what to expect. Purvula is it's really the center of the team, in my opinion. I mean, obviously you got Ahmad Hardy on the rushing side of things, but everything kind of went through Purvula.
Yeah.
Having a freshman step into his place against a team like Texas A&M, it's really going to start with him and end with him if we even have a chance of staying in this game.
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, I wrote down produce on offense, be methodical, run the ball. I don't know if you put your full trust in Matt Zollers right away. He obviously showed that he can be trusted at times. How long that'll last, how sustainable that is, will be seen shortly. The one thing that you do have on offense that you can rely on, that you know you can rely on, that you've relied on all year, is Ahmad Hardy. You run the ball. You start by running the ball, which is something I feel like Mizzou has gotten away from. I feel like you get through this A&M front, you can start making holes and start making ground up early in the game, literally, not even figuratively. So I say be methodical, take your time, relax, run the football. We've seen way too many 4 and outs, way too many 3 and outs over the last 2 weeks. Well, I guess not technically 2 weeks. Last 2 games. That would be my piece. Zach, would you like to read off one of your 4 keys to the game?
Yeah, I think, well, there's one that is very important to me. I think you guys have spent a lot of time talking about the offense, and honestly, I'm not that worried about it. I think that this, as I've mentioned a few times, Texas A&M defense, not great, and I think Missouri is going to do what they need to, get maybe 3 touchdowns, a field goal, get in the 20s, right? And the question is, can they keep Texas A&M out of that? And that's where the defense, this Missouri defense is the #1 defense in the SEC. They shut down Pavia. They gave up 17 points to Vanderbilt, and you take away that 80-yard rush that they allowed, they gave up 10 points to Vanderbilt, besides that one huge play. So my big takeaway, my key to win is do not allow big gains like that. They've done it all year with the passing game. This is the first time we've really seen them allow a huge rush like that with 80 yards. So it's just minimalize those mistakes. And if they can do that, I like Missouri's chances against Texas A&M today or this weekend.
I like what you're saying. I love that point. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
You did well. You did well. Now, Chase, would you like yourself a Mizzou sports trivia question?
Man, I have negative ball knowledge for sure.
Okay, I want to make sure I don't repeat the same questions. We're going to delete them.
Don't do a 2012 one, Mike.
Oh man, I was really hoping you
I will try to get away from 2012 Mizzou football. Even better, we'll go to the great year that was 2014. Who was the head football coach of Mizzou when the Tigers won back-to-back SEC East titles in 2013 and 14?
And this is where my non-existent Mizzou football ball knowledge
If
comes
it
in.
helps you, there are 2 answers that you could possibly be.
And I can't think of a single one.
I will
right
give
now.
you both answers. It is either Barry Odom or Gary Pinkel.
Take your pick.
We'll go with Odom.
It was Mr. Gary Pinkel.
All right, guys.
But thank you for. I will still give you a.
I still get a.
Wait, you already have one. Just
Yeah.
you don't get another one.
You can
still
take
get
a chicken finger,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you get chicken
I
tender.
appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, we got another guest. We're just
We do.
We got a line.
This is quite exciting, Mike.
It is.
I didn't know if I was expecting this kind of turnout.
I would introduce our friend here, but I don't know his name yet. What is your name, my friend?
Hi there. My name is Aiden Seymour. Thank you guys so much for having me. I
Of
really
course. Nice to
appreciate
meet you, Aiden. Danny. We have sound effects.
I love our sound effects so much.
Oh, well, Mr. Seymour, how do you feel about Saturday's matchup?
I'm feeling really good, if I'm going to be honest. I'm
Okay.
feeling more confident. I know there's a lot of fear with some of our students here when it comes to Bo's leg, but that's not making me nervous in the slightest because I think team morale is still up.
Okay. Well, what makes you think that?
Just a lot of good vibes. You know what I'm saying?
100%, man. Now, what would your key to a Mizzou win on Saturday be?
I think we would be able to make a lot of progress if we like hurt their quarterback in some way. Like if we were able to like push them over, or, like knock him down. I really think we can make some good progress.
A Marcel Reedless Texas A&M would definitely be an easier opponent than a Texas A&M team that is now ranked number 3 with Marcel Reed.
Yeah, I agree.
Any other Mizzou sports takes you'd like to share with the people, Mr. Seymour?
Yeah, I think the Antler should have an appearance at the football games. I feel like they're really an underrepresented group of people here on campus, and they need a platform to speak on. I'm not a part of the Antler, but
Okay.
I'm just a big fan of spreading good words from good people.
Yes, my mic is muted.
Hi,
I
Caleb.
agree with that. I do agree with that, especially at the football games.
Thank
They're
you.
a huge part of, especially the basketball games, as seeing them for 2 years now. And they have a huge role in Mizzou athletics. If you just saw the student section just got brought back up. And I credit that all to the Antlers.
Can I share a fun piece of trivia about the Antlers? I had a
boy.
friend who was a former Antler. Do you want to guess what the average ACT score of someone in the Antler is?
It's either gonna be really good or really bad.
You're probably thinking like 12, right?
I'm thinking. I feel like it's gonna be high.
It's 31. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, I'm from the East Coast and don't know how ACTs work.
Okay, that's a
so-
really good score.
okay,
That's like
cool.
the 91st percentile range.
Okay.
I think possibly even higher.
Yeah.
31 is really.
It's pretty good.
Are you sure about this? Is this
I-
confirmed information?
I bet this entire Mizzou HQ podcast's life on it.
Wow.
I'm very
Okay,
confident.
All right.
Okay. Would you like a piece of Mizzou trivia to end your?
I would love one.
Okay. All right. What's your sport? I'll give you one that's based on your.
Water polo.
Okay, so I do not have water polo questions.
Cross country. I used to be a runner.
Also, do not have. I have wrestling. I have tennis. I have basketball, football, baseball.
Oh, tennis. There's no way I get a tennis question wrong. That's like my forte. That's my bread and butter.
Which longtime coach led Mizzou? Oh, that was softball. That was not a tennis ball.
Oh, do you? I also am really good at softball knowledge. If you need some softball answers.
Which longtime coach led Mizzou softball to multiple WCWS appearances?
Can I get some answer choices?
Multiple questions.
I'll give you Chase Daniel.
Oh, Chase Daniel
Oh,
all the
okay,
way.
just take
Yeah,
your
I think
pick right there.
I feel pretty good about. Chase
Okay, so it
Daniel.
was not Chase Daniel.
Dang it!
It was Ehern Earlywine.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that was on the tip of my tongue. I was thinking that.
Do we still want to give our friend here a coupon?
I am such a lucky guy. Thank you
Here you
guys
go.
so much. Can I also grab? a
Feel
piece of
free to
chicken?
grab a piece of chicken.
Thank
and
you so
thank you
much,
for not
podcast.
grabbing a piece of chicken when you're not on the show. Now, yeah, I think you are obligated to come on now.
Oh, Danny Wood in the house.
Danny Wood. There we go. Thank
up,
you,
gentlemen?
Aiden, for joining the podcast. Danny, how you doing today? I'm sure
I'm
you're doing
doing
great
pretty
after
well.
eating that chicken.
I'm doing pretty well. I had one piece of chicken and 2 fries, and they're over here calling me
it
a
was-
fatty.
It
trying
was
to-
only one.
I could have sworn.
I only took one chicken. I opened one of the sauces. I had a couple fries.
Mike made it sound worse than it was.
We have 3 pieces of chicken though.
That's okay. Hey,
And I'll eat all 3 of them.
Danny, how about you introduce yourself? How do you know us? What's our
I've never met these guys in my life. I've never met these guys in my life before, man.
You are on camera, by the way. Just making sure.
I am?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that tiny little camera down there.
I'm actually skipping class right now. to
Wow.
be here. I'm supposed to be in
Yeah,
nutrition and exercise physiology 1034 with Dr. Catherine. I forgot her last name. But
Well,
I
Would
didn't
you
really
like
feel
to give
going
your
there.
trademark intro?
My name's Danny. I like long walks on the beach. I like a turkey club on a Tuesday afternoon. Just a chill guy. Yeah. I have a complicated relationship with my high school ex-girlfriend. There's a
love
lot
the
of
sound
things you should know
effects.
about me, guys.
He is open for short-term options if
All
anybody
right.
out there is
Well,
listening.
What are
well,
you doing?
Let's talk about Mizzou football, I think.
All right. Well, I don't want to bounce around too much off of this football topic, so I will pose to you the same question I've now posed to 3 straight people. What is your key to a Mizzou victory come Saturday, Mr. Wood?
Well, I think you have to contain Marcel Reed. He's got some crazy offensive weapons in Mario Carver and Casey Concepcion. Those guys can really take the top off of defense, and I don't know. We just got to contain that offense. They're insanely explosive, and then for Mizzou offensively, protect Zollers, make things easy for him. Cassius Howell is going to be breathing down his neck all night, all afternoon, whenever the game is. I don't even know.
2:30.
All right, all afternoon
Into the night.
into the night. He's like going to be lurking in the shadows, and Zollers isn't even going to know what hit him, man.
That's your take.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They just have a lot of elite talent. That's why they're number. That's why they're undefeated. I don't think it's impossible.
So is Hal going to line up against Green or Trust?
I mean, I think they move him around. Like he probably I don't really know exactly. He probably plays on the strong side just because he's such like a top end athlete. He can get out in space a little bit if he needs to in the run game. But yeah, he's a crazy player and Kansas City native, wasn't recruited by Missouri. I think played his first year at Bowling Green. So a real talent off the edge and probably a guy that's going to be playing on Sundays.
He was ranked around the 30s in the state when he was a senior in high school. I mean, obviously you're not really getting looked at by SEC programs in that capacity, but as Eli Drinkowitz said yesterday in his presser, they missed on him, and Eli regrets not taking a closer look at Cassius Howell. Danny now taking another few fries.
He's not even eating that much.
Can I just have my fun?
Why would you have a box of chicken and
I'm
fries
not.
out
I was.
if you don't want
I.
people to
Ne-
eat the
it
chicken and
wasn't
fries?
a negative comment. It was simply me pointing out the fact that you were. grabbing
Danny
those
eating
fries.
more now. Like Jesus Christ, stop
negative.
eating so much, buddy.
Danny,
Keep eating.
Have
Danny.
a fry, Mike.
Keep eating.
would you like a piece of Mizzou trivia?
Yeah.
He wants a piece of Mizzou chicken, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Champs chicken, actually, how the best is done.
Oh yeah,
I've never had
Eat
champ
like a
chicken before.
champ.
It's pretty good.
it is. Eat like a champ.
All right.
I
What-
feel like a
What
champ.
sport would you like?
Yeah, I'll do football.
Football. Who was
Yeah.
Mizzou's quarterback when they reached number 1 in 2007?
2007. So I was born in 2010. I'm only 14 years old.
I don't think that's
For
true.
legal reasons, that's false.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Would you like I thought I just muted myself. Would you like a whatever you call it? Multiple choice? Do you have any idea?
No, I have ideas.
Okay,
So
okay.
2007. Let's see, man. I'll go with No, I have two guys in my head. Stop chirping me, bro. I'll take Gabbert.
Can I get the do we have a no? Okay. Well, it was
that's pretty
Mr.
good.
Chase Daniel.
No, was Gabbert 2010?
Gabbert was I have it right here actually. Yeah, 2010.
Oh man, nah. So I wasn't even born until 2012. I'm only 13 years old.
For
So
legal reasons, that is false.
that's just like that's a tough thing for me. I get into a lot of trouble,
There
with
you
my
go,
age
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, here it is.
Being such a young college student.
All right, get the coupons out. Let's kick him out of here.
There you
Thanks,
go,
guys.
$5 chicken
So I-
sandwich.
I get a 3-piece, right? Since I came on.
No, I think. Well, no.
I think you took your chicken before you came on. You
I'll
can take some fries.
I'll take some more fries.
Yeah,
Thanks,
take
guys.
some fries, take a sauce.
Fries are fine.
All right, that was Danny Wood. It's a good
Ah.
time. Do we have another guest?
We
Oh
continue
my
to move
God.
on, Mr. Cameron
Fane.
Fane. Didn't want to pronounce it wrong.
Okay. This is my second podcast of the week.
Hey,
So I'm
what
kinda
was
making
the
a
first
word
one,
for it.
Cam?
Decimal Dunkers.
Oh yeah, it was.
Go run those
Doesn't
numbers
sound
up.
cool. It does sound cool. What are you talking about? We go through the stats. You know, it's a fun
I've
time.
taken no chicken, so this is a free podcast appearance.
Well, no, you can take chicken
usually
after.
take chicken
Should I
when you're
take a
done.
chicken for the road?
You're a very respectful guy.
And we'll probably get a coupon.
Okay. Cam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Cameron Fane. I'm from Seattle, Washington,
Do you want
and I really think that Mizzou could win this game this Saturday.
You know what? I love that, Cam. Why do you think that?
I think that because the fans at Faroe Field are going to bring a great environment. They're going to make it tough on Marcel Reed. I do know that he already won a game in South Bend against Notre Dame, but those Notre Dame fans are nothing compared to what the Mizzou fans can bring. And I will be there because I did get my ticket.
Wow.
Wait, did
Congratulations.
that
I'll
come-
do my part.
That came out.
Yes, that
came
came
out.
out this morning.
That's that doesn't sound like good news for you.
I do not know yet. I don't know, and I'm kind of.
Zach had a rough morning.
I did.
I've been there, bro. I didn't get the Bama ticket, so
Ooh.
but I paid for it, so I was there.
Oh, that's fair. Anything for the dedication. Don't say anything to Danny, Mike.
I wasn't going to.
Okay, so Cameron, let's maybe switch up the question a little bit. So we talked about like keys to win for Missouri. You obviously are high on the Tigers coming into this Texas A&M game. So my question to you is, what makes you so confident in Missouri this week?
Well, I was just really encouraged by what I saw from Matt Zollers on like such a freak situation. If I'm correct, he did not play like very much at all of his senior high school season.
He
due to
played
an injury.
the first quarter of his first game.
Yeah. And so to come in after not really playing like a real football game for that long, I was really impressed by how composed he looked against that Vanderbilt team, who I guess has lost to Texas last week, so maybe not as impressive now, but I still was very impressed by that. And I think that he could continue that after like a couple weeks of preparation. It should only go up from here.
Are you excited about Matt Zollers?
I'm very excited about Matt Zollers. Ideally, I would have had him sit out this year and be ready for next year, but sometimes when you're forced to step up, that's when the best things happen.
Yeah, we've seen it a million times in college football. This is a situation that we've seen many a times. Would you like to talk a little Mizzou men's basketball, or
We can do that. I can't promise that I'll get it right because, as I said, I'm from Seattle, Washington, and hadn't watched a lick of Mizzou basketball until last year.
well, I'll just ask you one simple question. What are your expectations for this Mizzou team this season?
I'm very encouraged. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. I was kind of sleeping on Sean Phillips, like out of like the
This is
gate
my
until I
boy.
saw him in person. But oh my god, that dude is gigantic and he can dunk the ball like stuff I've never seen before. I think having him and Mark Mitchell on the post is gonna make for some really tough matchups for teams. And I really like the intensity that some of the guards are playing with, and I'm excited. And to think that I'm this excited about this year, and with the class we have coming in next year, I'm excited about Mizzou basketball
Oh yeah.
for the extended future.
I'm so happy you brought up Sean Phillips. That's the guy I've been talking to Mike about. Really everybody about. Just the guy I'm very excited for. He had 16 and 11 in just 20 minutes in that game against Howard. The one thing that was a little concerning is he did have like 6 turnovers, but
Yeah.
it's okay. It's the first game of the season.
It's the first game.
Yeah, and I think he is such an force in the paint that it kind of switches up what Missouri basketball is going to do, because before they had relied on outside shooting, and I think they can have a nice inside-outside with Sean Phillips now.
Yeah, and I think those two post plays with him and Mitchell will provide a pretty consistent base that will bring it for every single game. So I'm excited about that.
Well, Cam, here's the question.
Oh, you got a question?
Trivia.
Oh, you got a
You
question?
won
Oh,
a
that's right.
trivia
That's right.
question.
That's right. Hey,
And
man.
what sport would you like?
Just probably football is the best bet for me.
Football? Okay. What Mizzou quarterback won the 2010 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that many Mizzou quarterbacks, and Chase Daniel was one of them.
It was not Chase
Yeah,
Daniel.
it's not gonna be him. It's a little bit past his time.
It may have been brought up earlier by Danny.
Oh, is it Blaine Gabbert?
It is Blaine Gabbert.
Oh my
there we
God.
go. We
Are
have
they
a
cheering for me?
yeah. They are cheering for you. Here you go.
Thank you.
And please take a piece of chicken.
I will. Thank you guys.
Cam
Champs Chicken is the
Fain,
best,
everybody.
and they're not gonna pay for this.
Woo! All right, Ben Hartong, Dalen, who's coming on? Ben
This-
Hartong.
Gives me an opportunity to move on to the next segment that I've been waiting for a little bit, which is because I know this man is well versed
Oh, jeez.
in Mizzou volleyball.
Oh, man. Okay.
Let's go, Ben. Do you,
Oh,
do you
my
want to
goodness.
introduce yourself?
Yes,
Ben?
Mr. Ben Hartong, please introduce yourself.
Yeah. I mean, as they said, you gave me a proper introduction there. My name is Ben Hartong. I am from Cincinnati, Ohio. I work with these guys primarily over with KCOU. And I'm glad we were talking about Chase Daniel because I wanted to bring up, he was the color commentator for last night's Tuesday night Maction game.
Oh boy.
Battle of the Bricks, Miami versus Ohio. Thriller in the fourth quarter, by the way. I love MAC football, man. It's
I have
crazy.
never met a man who loves MAC football more than Ben Hart.
It's like I feel like I'm lying a little bit when I say I love it, but I think given the fact that like I'm from Ohio
You're
and
from
like
MAC country,
and
man.
like 75% of the teams are from there, I am like the token representative out of
Yeah.
this group here for MAC football. But yeah, no, that was wonderful, man. And Chase Daniel did an excellent job, and yeah.
Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for giving the MAC a little bit of love here on this Mizzou podcast. But I do want to definitely move on to our next big topic, which is Mizzou volleyball. Something that me and Zach pretty well versed in this year. Tigers now 16 and 8 this season. 7-5 in the SEC week. Took down number 16 Tennessee in 4 sets, 3-1, before losing to what may just be the worst team in the Southeastern Conference in their first season with a volleyball team since 1979. The Vanderbilt Commodores. Yeah. 3-2. Gentlemen, how are we feeling after another polarizing week of Mizzou volleyball?
Well, I definitely have my opinions, but Ben, you were calling the Vandy game, correct?
I did call the Vandy game. That was a 5-setter.
How about you explain what led to this Missouri loss?
If I'm gonna be honest, I mean, I don't really know. I think they did. They struggled with something that they've been struggling with a lot this season, and that was getting the head out of the gate. They dropped the first two, and I don't really know kind of went into that. I think it was just a really strong performance in Tennessee, and then some of the stars that they were looking to kind of like ride the backs on just kind of underperformed a little bit. And that's not to say that I think any of those girls have hit a particularly dry spell. I think just coming off a big game in Tennessee. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I do think I was a little bit inspired by the third set, especially the fourth set. Was pretty commanding. To force a fifth. And then it just all kind of came apart again. And Vanderbilt was eager, and certainly it was very interesting to watch because it was very surprising. Like it was almost like watching game that ended up going to 5 sets, but instead of the SEMO game at least had it was like the B squad. Vanderbilt was just. It was just interesting.
It was still the B squad a little bit against Vandy. I think
a little.
One thing that's very apparent is Dawn Sullivan switches things up when she plays teams that are lower.
She thinks she can beat.
And when we look at that game, Kaylin Alexander came out after the first 2 sets, correct?
Yeah. She only had like 2
that can't happen. Even though Kaylin Alexander had a bad game, that cannot happen. You need to stick with your stars and keep them in. Part of it is she's trying to get Sullivan's trying to get her players more reps, and she's trying to spread it around for games that maybe don't matter quite as much. But in the Tennessee game, they lost the second set pretty badly. They had 11 errors, and Sullivan kept with her starters, winning that and ended up winning. So Missouri and Dawn Sullivan need to stick with their starter when we look at this next game. Number 2, Kentucky.
Oh, well, certainly. She will.
I hope so. Things are. I mean, it's been 2 games now where she's done that. Demaray, this happened in 2 SEC games as well. So she took Demaray out after a set or 2 with 2 SEC games and put Paige Felder in.
Demaray did have a pretty solid performance against Vanderbilt, though.
She did. Well, what I'm saying is that Sullivan doesn't give Demaray a lot of, because in the 2 SEC games it was Georgia and I can't. You remember the other one, Mike?
Georgia
Auburn
that
maybe?
weekend?
Yeah.
No, it was. There wasn't another one that week. There was South Carolina.
Yeah, both of those games Demaray played. It was a set or 2, and that was because she started off badly. You need to put trust in her and have her play the whole way through. Same with Kaylin Alexander, and I think that she will against Kentucky. But it is a thing that needs to happen if they want to win.
They just have to be strong out of the gate. I mean that was from day one I noticed that. Like Stanford, like their performance in the first 2 sets is not representative of how they are as a team. They're a very, very strong team with very strong potential in the SEC tournament. I mean, I believe they can make a run this year. But those wins, those losses against teams like Vanderbilt and those longer stretches against teams like SEMO that are kind of unexpected kind of make you worry a little bit.
I really like that you brought up they need to start hot, because not only do they need to do that for this whole season, and they've needed to do that for many games, you need that against Kentucky because Kentucky is one of two teams to, or not anymore actually, but Kentucky did beat Texas. And in that first set, they won 25-14.
Yeah.
Kentucky is going to start off hot, and they've done that the entire season against Nebraska. They ended up actually getting reverse swept. They were one of two teams to take Nebraska to 5 sets.
I was gonna say that's wild. They took the first 2 against Nebraska.
Kentucky gets out of the gates hot, and that is what Missouri is going to need to watch out for in this game.
I really think this weekend we saw the two very, very large margins that Mizzou volleyball has shown us this year. And I think we saw it in capsule
play. We saw them sort of handle a ranked Tennessee team that has been one of the best clubs in the SEC all year long. And then, sort of on the contrary, on Sunday, the worst team in the SEC, they fall to in 5 sets and almost pull off the reverse sweep, but can't. I think it really encapsulated just the polarizing way this team has played all season. And to sort of move into our next point about Kentucky this week, I don't think we have a chance whatsoever. You're at this junction where you're so one way or the other. Maybe if you could put together a solid stretch of play and say, okay, we know we can beat this team. Okay, we beat Tennessee. We know we can go and handle Vandy. Mizzou is simply not on the level of play where they can go out and say, okay, we have a chance against Kentucky. I mean, of course you have a chance. Everyone has a chance. But they are not beating Kentucky. In all reality, it's going to go 3 sets, 4 sets if they're lucky.
Zach and I are nodding our heads. No.
You think this team will win a set against Kentucky?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
And I think it has a good chance of being a 5-setter.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. I think
This team just lost to the worst team in the SEC.
They also just beat number 16
Mike,
Tennessee.
you're talking about two polarizing ends of the spectrum here. When you put those two things together, you get a
solid team.
Yes, exactly. And I'm going to go back to LSU even. I could even go as far back as Stanford with that 5-set loss. I mean, like, they were close. They were close there. They were close against Vandy. Two very different teams in Vandy and Stanford, given.
Don't think Stanford is near the level of Kentucky.
No, they're not.
Still close. They're still top, top 5 teams at the end of the day, Mike.
That Nebraska, Texas, Kentucky is just a different breed. They're different than
Okay,
everybody
so
else.
let's talk about Texas. Let's talk about the Texas game then, because that was when Missouri was really struggling to close out sets, and they lost the last 2 sets 24-26 and 25-27.
Yeah.
Now they're a
Closing out
lot
sets,
better
and
at
you're telling me
closing
they
out
can't
sets.
do that
And you're
against
telling me they
Kentucky?
can't do that against Kentucky?
I'm not saying that. I'm
But
not
that's
saying
what you
that,
said.
but I'm
That's what you
saying-
said. They don't have
you
a chance
said
to beat.
they
Kentucky.
don't
have a chance to beat Kentucky.
I think it's a little harsh.
I think
to
it's
say
a
they don't
little
have
harsh to
chance.
say they don't.
I
have a
think,
chance.
like, I appreciate.
No,
I appreciate.
like
I am someone who very.
I
much
am someone who
appreciates,
very much
like,
appreciates
realism.
realism.
And, like,
I
and,
personally
like,
think that like
I personally think
optimism
that like, optimism
in all
aspects
is like all
super
aspects
dangerous.
is like
So like
super
I
dangerous. So like
appreciate
I
that you're
appreciate
taking this
that
realist
you're
approach,
taking
but
this
I
realist approach, but I
don't know. I just
I
don't know.
have
I just
more.
I have
I think Missouri has more.
I think Missouri
than-
has more
than you
fight in
think.
it than you think.
Okay, I'm not gonna
okay,
say.
I'm not gonna
100%.
say,
They're
oh,
gonna get
100%
swept.
they're gonna get
I
swept.
said that most
I
likely.
said
I
that
think
most
they'll get
likely,
swept.
I think they'll
But I
get
think there's a
swept.
good chance.
But
they
I think
can
there's a good chance
win
they
it
can
through. I mean, lose
win
it
it
3-1.
through-
I mean, lose it 3-1.
You don't think they can even take it to 5?
No,
I most likely
No,
think it's
I
a
most
5-setter.
likely Mizzou is
I
not
can
on
see
the
it
level.
going-
Is
I can
not
see
on
it
the
going-
level of
see it
this
going
Kentucky
either
team.
way, and I
going
can see
either way,
the
and I
winning
can
team,
see
like
the winning
I can see
team,
that
like
fifth
that.
set
I can see
being
that
a
fifth set
17-15
in the
victory
fifth for
Okay,
in the
I
fifth for
okay.
either
I
squad.
agree that I agree that I understand why you understand why this team is so back and forth. Is so back. But my point is. But my point is. Yes, they're very back and forth. They're very back and forth against number 16 Tennessee. When you're playing number 2 Kentucky, who almost beat Nebraska. It's a different story. It's a different. It's not the same case. It's not the same case.
Yeah, I think we also need to
Yeah,
look
I
at
think we
how
also
they
need to look
play
at how they play
in almost disregard numbers
almost
here.
disregard numbers.
Numbers
here.
are important.
Numbers are important,
but like
But
how
like,
they perform
how
in
they
these types of
perform in
games
these
is
types
gonna
of
be
games
far
is
more
gonna be
indicative of
far
their
more
success
indicative of their
than
success
any ranking
or any
ranking
like
or any like I don't know any rating that any rating that any team is given.
Yeah, and Ben, you say stick away from numbers. I'm going to give you one number. I'm going to give you one number, Mike. Just 1 second. Just
Oh,
one
give me a
second.
number.
This team
Oh,
lost
give me a
3-0 to
number.
Pitt. This team lost 3-0 to Pitt. Okay, this team is capable of getting
swept.
This team
Okay.
can lose
Okay.
games. Can lose games. Them big. They can lose them big. You're sticking
and
going
you're
away from
sticking-
numbers.
going
away from
It
numbers.
is senior night.
It is senior night for Missouri.
Okay.
With a lot of
Okay.
seniors.
With a lot of seniors.
This is a huge
This
game
is
for
a
them.
huge game
This
for
has
them.
This has been
all over campus for
all
like a
over
month.
campus for
There
like
are
a
going
month.
to be people
There are
at
going
this
to be
game.
people at this
And
game.
you know that
And
Missouri
you know
can,
that Missouri
can bring
can
the house
they can-
down.
They
We
can
saw
bring
it
the
against
house down.
Stanford.
We saw it against
and
Stanford.
this team has only gotten
and this team has only gotten exponentially better
yes,
since
the
then.
Vandy loss
Yes,
sucks.
the Vandy loss
But it
sucks.
also had
but it also
a good amount of
had
bench players.
a good
and
amount of
there's
bench
always
players.
those losses.
And there's
in
always
seasons.
those losses.
That
in
happens.
seasons.
That
I
happens.
think Missouri.
Still
Still
will be riding
still
off of
will
the
be
number
riding off
16
of
win
the
against
number
Tennessee.
16 win
They've won
against
6
Tennessee.
of their
and they've
last
won
7
6 of their last
in the
7
SEC as
in
well.
the SEC as
So this
well.
Missouri team,
So this Missouri
is
team
really
is
going at it right
really
now.
going at it right
And
now.
realistically,
and
it is hard to go
it is
undefeated
hard
in
to
the
go
SEC. Right now, Kentucky is undefeated. And when you look at the sports world, a lot of times when a team loses a game in conference, when they're like 11-1, or they just have a one-loss conference, it's usually to a pretty good. It is riding off of some momentum. Senior night, really, just how Missouri has really shaken things up lately. I think that's what they're gonna do tomorrow.
Yeah, and the Vanderbilt game like will show as a loss in the win column, but like I saw that game was really the story of the season there. Not getting off to a hot start, climbing back, and then just a narrow defeat in that 5th set. And I think that's ultimately, if we're looking big picture here, that's probably going to be the story of Mizzou's season in general. Getting off to a pretty hot start, losing to Stanford, getting a little bit of a dry spell, climbing their way back up, and then just narrowly losing out in a highly contested tournament game.
I think both of you make really good points, Zach. I really like your senior night point. That's a very good point. Yes, they can get swept. Granted, Pitt was ranked number 7. They're a top 10 team in the country. Missouri is still unranked.
I realize, but they also we know they now have the ability to beat ranked opponents. That was our big question. And they took down Tennessee on the road as they were number 16. I get they're not where Kentucky is. But that's still a road victory against top 20.
agree with that. I agree with that. And I think we can leave it at that for now.
Things were getting chippy on the Zoo HQ.
We can leave it that. We'll leave it at that for now.
I did not expect to get this fired up, man.
As I did say, Missouri's still unranked, 37 votes. That would put them at 27th in the national poll, which I believe is accurate and deserved as of right now. I mean, you lose to Vanderbilt. That's just the situation you're going to put yourself in. I want to talk a little bit more about volleyball down the road. For right now, I want to say thank you to Mr. Ben Hartong.
Oh, absolutely.
I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you
me
coming on. Would you like a piece of Mizzou trivia?
Not super confident. I would like one, and I'll let you pick the sport. I'll let you decide my fate here.
All right, I'll give you a decently easy one.
Okay.
What arena replaced the Hearns Center in 2004?
Mizzou Arena.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. That was crazy.
Oh my god,
sound
that was
effect.
that was a butterball down the middle.
Here, Caleb, I'll say I've been on a no poultry diet since about the age of 7, so double it and give it to the next person.
yeah.
That's what I'll say.
I'll do exactly that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ben Hartong.
And
Now, this man has been patiently waiting for a good amount of time now. The Dallas Stars fanatic.
Won in overtime last night.
Won in overtime last night.
Pretty,
Dallas native,
pretty hyped about that.
but somehow a diehard Chiefs fan.
Can I move this at all?
I think you can.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Here, hold on.
That little gray thing, or that gray, what, silver? Up and down, there you go.
there you go.
There you go.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean break your set.
You're great. That's good, man.
Yeah, Ben's a little.
All right.
This is Mr. Dalen Conklin. Dalen, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm sorry about my horrific appearance. I've not taken a shower yet today. And I kind of just woke up and I was like, man, it's 11. I got to go to the Zoo HQ.
Yeah, you do.
Mm.
It's
and
the place to be, man.
so this is like my ESPN like first take, my get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I know I'm from Fort Worth, not Dallas. I'm like, all right, I'm from Dallas, but no one knows where no one knows where Fort Worth is, so I'll just say Dallas. But from Fort Worth, shout out Hearst, Texas. No one knows where that is. It's okay. Went to Birdville High School. Shout out to Ville. And big Dallas Stars guy. This is the first year I've ever watched any sort of Mizzou athletic game ever. No, actually, that's a lie. I watched that Cotton Bowl game like 2 years ago, randomly in a TCU bar. And yeah, no, excited to be on. And
Shout out Texas Christian University.
shout out Max Duggan. I love that guy.
Fellow Red.
Dalen is also a maestro of extremely long and drawn out stories that make slight points.
I don't know.
That was a compliment.
We
That
can
was a
say more than slight points. I mean, sometimes it makes points, sometimes it doesn't.
If you want some chicken, you could join the show.
Chicken. I want to rap for some chicken. We're talking about Mizzou athletics. So. Oh, well, shoot, I like football.
All right, after him, you're allowed to hop on. You don't have to get chicken, bro.
Thank you.
It's hopping today.
You never know what you will find out at Speaker Circle. Dalen, I'm sorry you were interrupted.
It's okay. Am I supposed to be able to hear stuff out of my headphones?
Can you?
No.
Really?
No.
Has this
Absolutely
been
not.
happening the whole time, and that's why when we laugh about the sound effects, no one else is laughing?
I can. Whoa, that's really loud. But I can hear myself now.
There you go.
So that's
Hey.
great. Thank you.
Wait, can you play a sound effect for
Oh,
Dalen?
yeah, I will. This is what, whenever you're talking about you didn't shower, I went.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear that at all.
Yes, you didn't hear that. Okay, we fix it though.
Hey, I also didn't shower this morning.
I'm not fist bumping to that. I just woke
Dang
up.
it.
That's the difference.
Hey, me too.
I did shower this morning, but
You don't get a sound effect. That's just normal.
well, yeah, I just wanted to sort of put that out there.
we
but-
don't care.
I just want to. This is not normal. I usually take a shower.
Yeah, let's not make this a habit, guys.
All right, we're gonna revert back to football because I do want Dalen's opinion here. What is your key to victory?
I hate to be pessimistic, but I don't know if there's a lot of keys to victory here. I don't know if there's a lot of ways to victory against Texas A&M. You're playing a redshirt freshman against one of the top defenses in the nation.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Number 12 in the SEC defensively.
They're a good defense still.
No, they're not.
They are
Just-
still
yeah,
a good
so-
defense. They're
40,
still a good
42
defense.
points to Arkansas.
They're still good. We already had this argument
Oh, we did.
a long time ago. They're still a good defense. And I think that they have a lot of star power. But defensively for Missouri, I think that, kind of like Danny said earlier, you just got to contain Marcel Reed. Just set the edge. You have one of the best, defensive edge pairings in the SEC with Zion Young and Damon Wilson. So, I mean, if you can set the edge, if you can create some pressure and, cause some trouble in the pocket for Marcel Reed, I mean, you can probably, tame him down a little bit in the game. But, he has two really good receivers. We've already gone over that. And I think that the secondary for Missouri really has to step up. And we saw that the week before against Vanderbilt. They had one of the best games I think they've had all year. The secondary did. I think Toriana Pride did a really good job. That's someone that I've probably harped on a couple of times this year. But he did a really good job. And, if the secondary can really hold and, the defensive, what they have done all year, and maybe Trotter can do something in coverage, it would be great. I think the defense can really step up and keep the game close.
I like that you bring up defense because that was my big key.
Yeah, it's.
big key.
I don't know if there's a lot on offense.
I think it's up to the defense.
It's really up to defense.
Yeah. I really like that. Mike, what are your thoughts? Do you also do you agree? Are you more because before you were talking more about the offense and Zollers and what they can do?
I do not think it's up to the defense. I think this defense has proven that they will be fine. They're going to do a good job. It's a very explosive A&M offense. They can make big plays. Oh, the puppy. The puppy's having a hard time. Sorry. Took my attention. Yeah. So
Shout out the cute puppy, I guess.
shout out the cute puppy. Yes, he is adorable. To my point, the Mizzou defense has proven that they are one of the best units around. They're the number 5 unit in the country, number 1 in the SEC. Yes, this is a great A&M offense. Marcel Reed is a great quarterback. They have 2 great wide receivers with Mario Craver, and Casey Concepcion. 2 great running backs as well.
2 great names. Jeez.
But
Wait, one second. You said 2 great running backs. Their starting running back is out. Oh, he's been injured. Moss.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. Moss has been out
Slipped it.
for a while, and he's not coming back yet. They're hoping to bring him back by the end of the season, by the end of the regular season.
Is that more fitting?
Yeah,
I love the
that's
sound
better.
effects. Thank you.
But yeah, that'll be big for Missouri because that's one less guy that they have to watch out for. Now, with all that being said, Ruben Owens is still a great running back and he's done very well. And Marcel Reed can do quite a bit on the ground. But yeah, that'll be a bit of a relief for the Missouri defense. Mike, you're really locked in on looking
Well,
this third.
I went on his ESPN profile yesterday and it said he was active, which messed me up, I guess. Whatever. Still a very good A&M offense and an even better Missouri defense, in my opinion. So I really don't think that's where we need to worry too much. I think where you need to worry is where you have the true freshman
It's
quarterback starting a football game for the
Very
first
true.
time since the first game of his senior year, with an offense that hasn't been able to score as of recently. I mean, that's your big bugaboo right now, I think.
Your big what?
Bugaboo.
What?
What's a bugaboo, bro?
Is this Philly slang? I don't know
No,
what this
it's.
is.
Do you not know what a bugaboo is?
No, I've
never
never
heard
heard that
bugaboo
word.
in my
Never
life.
heard that in my life.
Do not hit me with the sound effect right now.
Do it.
I was looking for something. I don't really know.
Caleb,
what
do
I
you
can-
know what a bugaboo is?
I do not know what a bugaboo is.
All right, Mike, enlighten us.
I'm looking. I want to give the exact definition.
There's
There's
not even
no way there's a
definitions for it.
definition for that. He's gonna have to go on like Urban Dictionary.
Bugaboo, an object of fear or alarm.
That was good, Caleb. That was good.
Okay.
Inflation. Here's an example. Inflation isn't the only possible bugaboo that could derail the stock market
What?
and the economy.
Like what? What are we talking about?
Okay, why are you guys giving me crap like I didn't use it correctly?
Oh, you know, okay,
You
you're fine.
but,
Okay,
like,
okay.
Who uses bugaboo?
Me.
Whoa, why are we
I
bleeping
didn't,
bugaboo?
I didn't know what that. I didn't know. What that
It says it on the screen.
Yeah, it did say censor. But
Bugaboo from now on.
yeah, I
Please.
think that's gonna be.
Wow.
I think it's a cuss word now.
Well, how are you going to know when I'm going to say it? It's not like
We'll
don't-
know.
We don't
We'll
have
know.
to
We'll
delay.
feel
We'll
it.
know.
I
Yeah.
Bugaboo.
Shoot.
Censor.
Okay. So we have not seen this Missouri offense be able to put up too much of an impressive performance since what? Do you want to say Alabama?
South.
I think Alabama was the last time this offense looked really strong.
Kansas.
Bo had 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
and
but up until the second to last drive in the fourth quarter, they looked really good. Zach, me and you have had this conversation where we said that has been their best performance to date this year.
Well, yes, but offensively, I might take South Carolina. Regardless, both of those games they
Okay.
played well offensively.
All right. So yeah, that was probably the last time I was very impressed
And
with.
since
this
then,
offense.
there has been 2 games.
Yeah, Vanderbilt and
Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah, and those were bad performances
Yes.
for both of those games. But the running game improved against Vandy again, which is nice. And Zollers looked pretty good, but obviously we have talked about it, Dalen, where they weren't prepared for Zollers. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting to see what a team can do with. Not only was it Mizzou's bye week this week, it was also Texas A&M's, which obviously it is great for Missouri to have their quarterback have an extra week, but Texas A&M had an extra week to prepare for him as well.
Yeah, and again, it's not like there's a lot of film out there on Zollers. I mean, he had his whole senior year cut short, right? He only played about a quarter, and he hasn't really played a lot of snaps so far for Missouri this year, obviously, because he didn't really want him to. But yeah, no, I think it's kind of weird because again, it was best case scenario to go into a bye week before this game for Missouri, and it's really best case scenario for Texas A&M as well to come into a bye week for this game. So I think it's going to be 2 very prepared teams on the other, like very prepared Matt Zollers. He's going to be able, to run this offense efficiently, I hope. And I think that maybe he can be a little bit of a spark on this offense again, because they've been very lackluster recently. And, no hate to Bo. I think he was doing a pretty good job with what he had. But, I think that the play calling could be a little bit better. But maybe that's something that they're going to dumb down a little bit, just because, true freshman quarterback, he hasn't had a lot of experience, and he's going to be playing, a number 3 team in the nation. So I would expect to see, maybe a little bit of a dumbed down playbook for him. But yeah, just to see how he's going to go through a game again against a really tough opponent, and be successful. If he can be successful against this Texas A&M team, I mean, the future looks very bright, I think.
I would agree. Now, Dalen, are there any other Mizzou athletics points you'd like to make before you depart?
I would like to say that unfortunately don't really keep you soccer, but no one wants to talk.
You will keep up.
Yes, eventually I will be at that level, but right now I'm not.
Still building up the knowledge.
I'm still building up the knowledge.
Okay.
Like I was a big Texas Tech guy. I watched Texas Tech basketball every year, but I couldn't tell you anybody from Mizzou.
Nobody?
You can tell us one player. Oh, we did this.
We
last
did.
week.
What?
I thought maybe he locked
like
it in.
this is like a P name. This is like Phillips or
Phillip. Sean Phillips.
Sean Phillips. There you go.
And
What
Porter.
Are we trying to name basketball players?
Yeah.
Okay, I think the trivia question should be the best. Let me think here.
Do not give me a basketball question.
Okay, I'll give you a football one here. Sorry, Mike, I'm gonna take this.
Okay.
Who was the running back who led the SEC in rushing yards before Cody Schrader? Is now in the NFL as like a third string.
Can I get the college by any chance?
Mizzou.
Oh, you're
Yes.
talking about like the
Mizzou,
season before,
yes.
or
Yes, before Cody Schrader, he led the SEC in rushing yards. One of our best rushing seasons of all time.
He's on the Denver Broncos now, correct?
Yes, he's on the Denver Broncos. Third string, I think.
Tyler Beatty. Tyler
There it
Beatty.
is. There it is.
I have his. I have
The
his.
only
reason I know this is because I have his rookie card for some reason. I only kept it because
They have a rookie card from him?
yeah, Ravens, I think.
Nice.
So
Well, that's good.
random.
Hey.
That was the only guy I would have gotten. I'm not gonna lie.
You were possibly the most negative. You were possibly the most negative on yourself, and I think you had the best answer. Like maybe the hardest question.
Quality trivia question and answer.
Now,
Now, Dalen, if
great.
you would like to take a piece of chicken, you are more than welcome. I thank you for your non-inconsideracy while waiting and not taking a piece.
If you do like this 3-person chemistry here, make sure you tune into the late shift on KCOU2 every Thursday night, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Zach and Dalen will talking about the exact same.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a little bit of a preview, isn't it?
All right.
Thank you,
I
Dalen. I
appreciate it.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys. Thank you really guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one, buddy.
Eat some chicken. Eat like a champ.
Ooh.
I didn't make that up. That's their thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you listened to the ad reading, Mike?
Yeah. You played it in front of him.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
sorry, I got that at 9:30 this morning, but thank you, Champs Chicken, for providing and fueling us for this podcast. First ever live podcast, by the way.
It's quite good.
I don't even know if I
boy.
got a full. Actually, on the screen here, it says you guys are killing. Let's turn that off. I
Do you-
think you guys are killing right.
Do you think that
I wonder, I wonder if they know who's talking, like producing right now. I don't know if I've been introduced.
This is Caleb Stallo.
Yeah.
If you are familiar with the Zoo HQ, you know Caleb Stallo.
Yeah. Season 1, year 1 host actually with Tanner Core, who I don't know where he's at.
He popped by earlier and
he
stole
took-
a piece of
yeah,
chicken
he
and
took
left.
a piece of chicken and
I
left.
think that's Core for you.
That is definitely Tanner Core. I think we're about to get our next break between classes, so hopefully
I
we'll.
wonder. I think we have a guest sitting back there on his computer. Who
Uh,
would love to talk about some women's basketball.
Oh, Mr. Dylan Heinrich, would you like to join the show? We'd love to join the show.
Yes. Can we talk women's basketball? Yes.
That was a huge win.
Bye, Dalen.
Yes, it was.
For what they did last week.
Yes, and the team that they played. If we take a look at that game, they took down Central Arkansas 78-71. Central Arkansas was very solid last year, 10-15-3 in conference. So a big turnaround from the at that game. And let's start with that and talk about
May I just introduce him?
Sure, we already said Dylan Heinrich's coming on.
He was standing over like.
Okay. This is actually, as Mike tweeted, this is Dylan Heinrich, the GM, general manager, that is, of the Mizzou Student Media, our governing body for all journalism students. I'll let him plug himself.
He's the cool boss.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you having me on. Show's been great from what I've seen so far. So excited to be a small part of this process that you guys have done a wonderful job with, and excited to talk a little bit of women's hoops to wrap it up. It seems like.
Indeed, Zach. I'm sorry. Take it away.
No, it's okay. He needed to introduce himself. It's okay. But yeah, so let's talk about that Maryville exhibition game. What do you think of that loss? Led to that loss, and how turned it around against Central Arkansas yesterday?
Yeah, 100%. You introed it really well. Maryville, another Missouri team, D2 level, not quite on the competition of Mizzou. Took it to them, took them to overtime, beat them by 2 points. That's an extremely talented Maryville team. Mizzou struggled to really make shots, especially from deep. I think they finished 3 just horrendous. No other way to put it. But Kelly Harper mentioned in the press conference, she said to the team, like, this is going to wake them up. And sure enough, it did. They faced a better Central Arkansas team when the record actually counted. It was close again, but this is, like you said, a Central Arkansas team that won the ASUN regular season title, was very close to making the tournament, or won the regular season title, excuse me. So I think it's a big win, even though it did come down to the wire. There were some strong things, got to the line a lot. Shannon Dowell looked very impressive in her official game, and even then there's room for growth. Like, obviously Grace Slaughter still looked a little rough around the edges, but started to pick it up late, which I'm not surprised to see her kind of continue to improve as the season goes along. And then after that, they still have some players they're waiting to get healthy, so it's a strong start for a team that I think is just going to continue to get better as the season goes along.
Yeah, you talked about how the game went down to the wire. 71 with about 90 seconds left. What led to the 7-0 run for Missouri and being able to close out that game?
Yeah, the big thing was just honestly good play design. Mizzou had the ball after a stop. I don't even think it was after a stop. It was a made field goal on the other end by Central Arkansas. Run a nice little pick play. I can't remember who had the ball, but it was Shannon Dowell came up, set a screen for Jordana Reisman, but beautiful screen. Kelly Harper mentioned it in her press conference. Solid, extremely high quality screen. And so Jordana Reisman got the easy layup after that. Jayla Smith, another good bench piece that's been needed to step up so far. Hit a nice little floater, a couple free throws at the end of it. Mizzou shot 45 free throws and made 33 of them. Just an absurd number. But again, there was a team that came up clutch, especially when you look at the early Maryville game. Kind of a struggle. This time they were actually able to succeed and get the win. Actually,
45 free throws is insane. I don't know if I've seen that, but the 23 Dowell free throws was a record for Missouri basketball, women's basketball, and never happened before, which is insane because that was her debut as a Missouri Tiger. She came from Illinois State. I'm from Bloomington, Normal, Illinois, so I actually watched a lot of Dowell last year, and she is just an explosive attack first guard that also was in double digits for rebounds. So she has just been absolutely excellent for the Missouri Tigers. But yeah, Mike, what were your thoughts based off of that first game on Monday?
Well, I think it shows a ton from this team. I said it to you. I expressed my doubts with Kelly Harper right out of the gate. But we saw a lot. I think it shows so much that they were able to turn around and win that game. Granted, it's against Central Arkansas. Granted, they still struggled. But at the same time, you come out on top. You lose to a Division II team. That does something to a team. And it's going to go one of two ways. There's really no medium. And I think the fact that they were able to come out and take down Central Arkansas and put that in the past, like Kelly Harper said they would, was huge. And I want to know from you guys, like, being there, what did you see? What was that change like? Was there something noticeable? Was anything like marginally different between their play style, their attitude, how Kelly Harper spoke to the media between these two games? And what would you say?
I think it's just confidence was the biggest thing that I saw from the team. The team was not afraid to shoot. They weren't afraid to get to the cup against Central Arkansas. They had more clear direction of what they were going to do. Obviously, there's still struggles, some misreads and plays, a couple forced shots, but for the most part, they looked more confident, especially down the stretch with what they were for. Obviously, things are going to feel a lot better after a win than a loss, but I think if you want to talk about Kelly Harper, the way she spoke to the media,
it, and you brought it up earlier, Dylan, like the thing that she said, like this is going to be huge for them to it's like a make or break moment. And in that first game, getting a win in your first game after that exhibition it's huge. And I think that really sets Mizzou women's basketball up for the rest of the season. But one thing that is unfortunate for Missouri women's basketball is injuries. Dylan, you want to talk about the injuries that have kind of taken over this Tigers team?
Yeah. So as of right now, they currently we'll start the beginning. They only have 13 players on the roster, which is very typical for Kelly Harper teams. But usually the average NCAA size, I think the men's team they have about 15 to 16 players depending on, and so that's something that stuck out to me immediately. Okay, this is a little small. Then it only got worse as before the exhibition. Sanaya Tyler, Hamlin, and Sydney Maines were all out for the exhibition game, and they're expected to be back. It seems like before conference play, but again, there's still no timetable. And then after the exhibition, Avery Kroenke got a lower body injury out for the season. So for that season opener, and for I guess the next week or two, it looks like nine healthy players. So it's a small rotation. They still have some of their best players. I would say Shannon Dowell, Grace Harper, Jordana Reisma are still healthy. So I think the quality is there. But the question is wear and tear. If they do happen to have any more injuries, if you get down to 8 healthy scholarship players, now you're looking into some walk-on situations, which has been commonplace in women's college basketball. It's usually a kid's death for the season.
I'm not mistaken, they only dressed 9 against Central Arkansas.
Yes, that is correct. They dressed played 9, and that seems to be what it's going forward. Sanaya Tyler next in line to be healthy, and again, sound like she'll be good for another week or two.
How did that stamina and fatigue look throughout the game?
Yeah. I thought they actually looked pretty good. Even then, Mariah Vinson only played 3 minutes. There were a couple players. I think like 8 or 9. Didn't play a lot. So of the core 7 or 8 they didn't look fatigued. They didn't look worried. Even in the Maryville game, I think it was Grace Slaughter and I think it was Jordana Reisma as well. Played 40 plus minutes, which is insane for an exhibition game. But I think that the stamina is there. They have the actual wherewithal, the lung capacity, whatever you want to call it. Just the drive to play those extended minutes. So I remember Kelly Harper said that she wanted to obviously play 40 minutes, so she isn't afraid, and the players want to play 30-plus minutes. So I wouldn't be too worried about a shorter rotation, especially in this part of the season. I think my big concern is what happens if somebody else goes out, especially a key piece that you might need now that the depth is kind of lacking.
Zach, anywhere on that?
I mean, I just agree with everything that Dylan said. I mean, it is a little concerning to only have 9 players, and one injury puts you in a pretty tough position, especially if it's one of the I feel like it's already building into like a big three with Slaughter, with Jordana Reisma, and Shannon Dowell. It's both games they have been dominating. In the exhibition, they combined for 65 of the 85. In that last game, I don't know the exact numbers, but they had most of the scoring once again. So you need those big three to stay healthy. And when you do have them playing more minutes and you put more pressure on them, that is a little harder to keep them healthy. But one thing that is really positive is their conditioning looks really good. Like when they played 40 plus minutes in an exhibition game, Slaughter didn't really seem gassed. Reisman didn't really seem gassed. They seemed all right. So I think that's a big testament to the Tigers this season.
I will touch on that a little bit as well. The big three, obviously, they scored the majority of the points against Maryville. They played very well against Central Arkansas, but there were more depth pieces who stepped up. Jayla Smith is one who immediately sticks out. Lisa Thompson, I think Rika Toman had 4 points. Mariah Vincent had 2 points. So when you're getting those small pieces from everywhere, again, those add up. When you win a game by 7, those depth pieces who only score 4 or 5 points, they become all that more valuable. And if you lose another one of those pieces, well, that's another 4 or 5 points on the board. A team like this can't really lose because big three are already doing all they can. But where is that depth scoring that's going to keep them around when it comes to some of these high majors and SEC play, especially?
Yeah, Jayla Smith looked really good. She had, I think, about 9 points in the contest. It'll be interesting to see how her role is going to develop, especially now that Kroenke's out for the season. That's a player that started like 25 of the 32 games last year. So I think it'll be interesting to see if Jayla Smith gets a starting nod. She didn't start against Central Arkansas, but she played about 27 minutes. So she's a huge piece for this team.
Yeah, as of right now, it's the point guards. Obviously, Tyler and Kroenke were entering as the top 2 point guards. They've mixed it around. Lisa Thompson played the point guard position to start, but then phased out towards the end, and they replaced her with Smith, and they just had Shannon Dowell, who's technically off guard, bring up the ball lots, which isn't uncommon. You see it a lot more in college basketball and NCAA playing without a true point guard. So it'll be definitely interesting, especially as we head towards Tulane to see if Jayla does get that nod. They kind of have Shannon on the point there.
100%.
You guys are so well versed in
Mizzou
basketball.
Oh boy, Dylan, thank you for joining.
Would you like
a Mizzou trivia question to close things out?
I would love it. I should probably get this right.
Okay, so I'll give you sports options as basketball, football, gymnastics, wrestling, miscellaneous, or baseball.
Let's go miscellaneous. Let's have some fun here.
Oh boy. Okay. You want a hard one or an easy one?
Let's start with the hard one. I think I got it. We'll see.
What sport brought Mizzou its first ever national championship?
That's a good question. I believe Mizzou only has 2 national championships, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if you're going to get me here. Either miscellaneous. Is it baseball, track and field. It's outdoor track. I'm going to say it's outdoor track and field. If not, it's indoor.
It was wrestling in 1954.
What?
I did not know that.
They have a wrestling national. I had no idea. That also feels like
I'm gonna give you the other miscellaneous one.
We'll see.
What is the nickname of the Mizzou-Kansas rivalry?
Oh, the border.
There you go.
The border showdown. Whoever's sponsoring it these days. So
get double. And grab a piece of chicken.
I appreciate. Thank you so much.
Dylan Heinrich, everybody. Thank you for joining the show. We still have a half hour of content left. By the way,
we do.
Don't worry. All right. Well, our line has since dissipated.
Oh yeah. He was wanting to talk about. I go to sports, and he just mentioned that he likes watching baseball. I'm like, well, our Mizzou baseball not the best. I'm like, if you want to talk about Mizzou baseball, I mean, you can go right ahead. I mean, I'm not well versed in Mizzou baseball in general, or any baseball actually.
Yeah.
So, but I don't see him anymore because he went across to the. See you, Dylan Heinrich. He went across to that red table over there, but I have lost him. So,
do you think what do we think the hacky sack guys?
I was just about to say that
ball knowledge is.
I don't know. I don't want to interrupt him because I feel like he's in his rhythm.
He is kind of in his zone right now.
In his rhythm. Honor. A lot of people came by staring at us. That's good. I just wish we should have prepared posters a little more. 'cause I
If
don't
we
have
had a
our
more
logo.
colorful poster, I mean,
Yeah, our poster's black and white. And I wish we had our logo up without just. I know we have our logo on the curtain, but I wish it was like spelled out for them. They're not going to try to figure out what MSMPN means.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to either. But yeah. Hey, but this is just a trial run. This is going great.
Can we get the dog on?
Yeah, I don't know if the dog speaks, but the dog does look very fluffy. Do you guys know who Harlan is? Harlan the dog?
No.
Is that Harlan?
No, it's not. Harlan died like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Granted, I wasn't in college, but I do know a bunch of Mizzou lore since I'm from around the area.
So what was the point of? Well, what
I
was
should
Harlan
know.
the dog? Was he a
Harlan was
Mizzou
that
dog?
like exactly like that, but like a lot bigger and like it was like loved around campus. Like everyone knew who Harlan was. But he passed away, so that's sad day for Harlan.
sad.
I'll play side music real quick. Same with the Red Cat. I don't know if you guys heard of the story about the Red Cat.
No.
I know we're going a little off topic here, but the Red Cat was let's turn that off. The Red Cat was a cat that stood around the wreck, and same thing like with the dog. And people would feed him or feed her. I don't know if it was what it was. Sorry to anyone that knows. Would feed it, and it would just be around. And one day, someone just took it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's
And
weird.
we've never found the Red Cat again. I don't know if it just ran away or what happened, but the Red Cat is no longer gone. It's kind of like a folklore, just like fur, but that's the older people. People, I don't really know about that, but
Mizzou
some
urban
like
legend.
the seniors will know what fur is. But yeah.
And you learn something new every day.
Yeah, this
Darn
place
right
is
you
crazy.
do.
I was scared that this tour group that was coming through Speaker Circle, that big one, was going to yell like "I love Mizzou" in a Speaker Circle like you guys did.
What?
Wait, what do we do?
Did you guys not? Did you remember summer welcome when you guys came in and your guys' summer welcome groups and you came to the Speaker Circle, yelled "I love Mizzou" 3 times?
That
No,
did not happen.
that
for
Did you
us.
guys
happen
not
online.
go to summer welcome?
We did, but we
Yeah.
didn't have to do
you
that.
guys, bro.
Did you?
Yes, I had to do that. What?
What?
I thought everyone did that.
You got to do that.
No, well, it literally would cover the whole little circle down there. I know we can't flip the camera because our camera's really small, but it's actually getting hot out here, guys.
Dude.
Well, the sun's
Yeah, and I'm in all black.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't want to take my shirt off. Well, I could take my shirt off. What else we think here today?
Well, I have more men's basketball content.
Yeah, well, I could talk about some in basketball. Just I gotta take my sweatshirt off first.
All right.
All right.
Caleb Stallo coming out of retirement to join the
Well, I'm
ZHQ.
probably not gonna get on the web, unless I should.
It's up to you.
Well, I have to control this, so I'll stay as a voice for right now.
Caleb
even though I
Stallo
look
will
like
remain a
a ghost.
yes.
Just a ghost here. So so going back to Monday, that game I thought was a good start for Dennis Gates and his squad.
Yeah, there were definitely some issues, bugaboos.
No.
Yeah, whatever that word means.
Yes, definitely some bugaboos.
You're always very pessimistic, Mike.
You also told me that there were some things you were unhappy with.
Yes, it's still a 21-point win.
Yeah,
Yes, it is. I'm just saying it wasn't a perfect win. It was a very good win, though. It was a good way to start the season. It's about what I expected from this team. Sean Phillips looked great. Anthony Robinson looked good. Robinson the third looked very good. No, it was a very good all-around effort. A lot of guys got time. A lot of guys performed. I mean, the scoring was very spread out. Sean Phillips led the team with 16. He had a career high. I think they kind of an issue I've really had with like Mizzou football this year is how they play to their competition. I feel like Dennis Gates' squad did a really good job of playing what I can assume is their game of the season. They played their game to their ability with their talent level and took care of Howard the way that they should have. And that's what I really liked. I think if they continue to play on that level, it's really impressive.
Yeah, talk about their game, and I think it's inside out basketball. You know, Caleb, you were here last year, so I'm assuming watched a lot of Mizzou men's basketball. I didn't watch as much, but how is?
Yeah. Anything to say?
Yeah, so
You guys can hop on the mic.
we're
You guys can
talking to guests at the moment, but last year with Sean Phillips, last year when they didn't have Sean Phillips, there was a lot a lot less inside out basketball.
Pardon to interrupt you boys, but if you want to put. No, it's okay.
A mic
It's
almost
okay.
went down.
Yeah, a mic almost went down. Not Mike Livingston, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. So, do you watch football? Here, you want to put that?
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. What's your take on the football team this year?
I think they've been doing pretty well, but I feel bad for Bo Perbola. I mean, that kind of
Oh yeah,
sucked.
getting injured. Yeah, that's not the ideal. Have you went to the games?
Some of them.
Yeah.
I still think Bama cheated with those refs.
That's what they're saying through the grapevine. Actually,
They told me that.
we should have won that game.
I agree,
Yes, but at least we beat the shit out of Kansas.
for real.
Yeah,
That
that's what I
one,
was worried.
that freshman kicker that I heard about, your freshman.
Yeah, Robert Meyer. Yeah,
He's doing pretty well with all the.
That's a good take. Robert
pull.
Meyer has been very good under
Good
pressure
pull.
this year. I mean,
yes,
Ball knowledge.
yes, I think that's the definition.
Can I have a French fry?
yes, you
Yeah,
can.
they're quite cold.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I got them at 9:30 this morning, but thank
You know, they
Champs
might be
Chicken.
warming up in that sun though.
They might. Champs Chicken gave us all that for free, so we
I
are
love
sponsored. Yeah, it's how the best is done is how they
Mm.
say it.
Do you
Is there?
guys ever do ASMR on these?
I've never tried. No, I don't.
Okay, I'm done.
Would you like a Mizzou trivia question
Sure.
for a
yes.
chance to win?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
make it.
I will find the easiest one possible.
Okay.
Well, I was.
Give me at least a little bit of like a challenge.
Yeah, we'll make it. We'll try to make it multiple choice.
Okay. Shout out
Um,
Alpha Phi. Love my girls.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
see
Free
the-
promo.
Okay.
Mac and peas.
I'll give you a multiple choice.
Okay.
Who did Mizzou beat in the 2013 Cotton Bowl? Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, or Florida?
First one.
You win.
Bang.
Got it right.
Here are 3 coupon codes for
Oh
you and
my
your friends.
gosh.
$5
Yay.
chicken sandwich to Champs Chicken.
I love chicken.
They're really good, actually.
Feel
Okay.
free to take
Yeah.
cold chicken
Yeah.
or fries.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm
Thank
okay.
you for coming on.
Thank you so much. You guys have a fantastic, lovely
You
day.
too. Thank you.
Bye. I won't knock down
Yeah,
your
shout
mic
out,
this time.
shout out Alpha. Alpha
Yes.
Phi.
Yes.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and peas.
Mac and Phi. Sorry. Mac and Peas. Shout out. Yes. Shout out. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Caleb Stallo, man of the people. Mizzou men's basketball, as we were saying, Zach, you were in the middle of a point.
Yes, I had a question for Caleb because he's watched a lot of Mizzou men's basketball last year. How has this offense looked different with Sean Phillips now? Getting a lot of reps, getting the ball quite a bit. It seemed like they were really focusing in on him, some inside out basketball. How does that differ from last year?
Well, I didn't get to watch the Kansas State game, sadly enough, so I didn't get to see the first exhibition game. But after watching the game against Howard, it's a lot. You could tell it's different from coming from last year's big Josh. I forgot his last name, Josh something. But their huge guy who shouldn't dribble the ball ever again in his basketball career. I hope he doesn't, because that was terrible. I do think it's more versatile. I think we're a faster team than we were last year, which is pretty good. But I am excited. Someone that we haven't mentioned, Trent Burns, to come back. I'm excited for him. And then sadly enough, we didn't get to see Trent Pierce on the court. He is such a lethal stretch. Who else was hurt that game? Boat was, yeah. Anor Boateng did not get to play that game. But it's nice to see that we have 3 new starters from last year after having Tamar Bates for before my time. And Tamar Bates was an excellent player, and I'm excited to see him on the Denver Nuggets. But what I'm excited to see is if we can replace Caleb Grill. I know Caleb Grill at the beginning of the year last year, like the first half of the season, was magnificent. I mean, 60% shooting from behind the arc, but the back half of the season he kind of lets down. Still pissed about that. But trying to see if we can fill that role in that 3-point threat, and I think that's what Jacob Cruz is trying to do, which I'm excited for. I'm a big Jacob Cruz connoisseur. A lot of people don't appreciate him and what he does because either he shoots too much or makes too many mistakes. But I do think he's really good. He can finish pretty well, and his shooting is when he is hot, he is hot. They don't. I mean, they call it the cruise missile for a reason. If you guys haven't heard that yet, but I'm excited for this team, and I'm especially excited for Anthony Robinson as well.
I think I like your points a lot. And one other person that I think could kind of fill in for Grill is Jaden Stone, transfer from Detroit Mercy. Last year he averaged 21 points a game. He was being used quite a bit, so his percentages were down a lot more compared to years past. But in the 2022-23 season, he had shot 52% from three, making 14 points a game. He's going to have less of a role than he did in years past. I mean, he's not going to get 36 minutes a game, which I think is a good thing. When you have a sharp shooter like that, I think we could really see him put in maybe 15, 20 minutes a night and knock down some big shots. He played 27 minutes in the first game of the year, and he went 3 for 4 from downtown. And I think that was one of the guys you were talking about, Mike. He just shoots the three ball really well, and there's a lot of guys that could do that. Javon Porter has a chance to be that guy. Luke Northweather has a chance to be that guy. So I think Missouri is they're pretty deep this year, and I think that it's not going to be one person that's going to fill in the shoes of Grill. I think it's going to be all of those players kind of working in, and they'll all have their nights where they're just having exceptional shooting like Jaden Stone had in the first game of the season.
That was beautifully worded, Zach.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That also brings it's also a good thing that we will have multiple people that can fill that role, because if you watched any Mizzou basketball the first half of the season when Caleb Grill was shooting that 60% and leading the SEC and almost leading the nation, they were face guarding him. I mean, tight face guard. He was off trying to get off ball screens. He was trying to get open because they knew he was a threat and he could change the game and turn your 5-point lead to you're down 15 now. So it's nice to know that there's going to be multiple players on this team, including Jaden Stone, Javon Porter, and people like that can make an impact like that. So it's like a gamble on who's going to be hot that night. Yeah, I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, I think I am too. They're sitting outside of the top 25, but with a pretty easy non-con schedule, if they can bring in some big wins against Notre Dame, Kansas, Minnesota, Illinois, if they can win 2 or 3 of those games, I think we could see this Missouri team being ranked, getting some national attention, because we talk about all these newcomers. They still have a good amount of players from last year's team. I mean, Anthony Robinson and Mark Mitchell are 2 guys that were huge for last year's team that have returned once again. Mark Mitchell's an all-SEC player, so that's giant for the Tigers to bring that back. But Mike, let's talk about more of the negatives from this 88-67 Howard game. What was something that stuck out to you that maybe Missouri needs to turn around?
Well, the most positive, not most positive, the most glaring of the negatives, I believe, is the 6 turnovers from Sean Phillips. Second half defense was lacking. Obviously, that you're going to run into those issues when you see it a lot. Playing a lower level team. I mean, you go into the second half, shooting splits were much better for Howard. I believe it was 44-41 Mizzou in the second half, which we really should work on definitely seeing this Missouri team locked down throughout the game. I don't like that. And I feel like we're back early football season, kind of how we were. We're nitpicking, which is a good thing. You want to be nitpicking your team. I mean, that means there's limited things they're doing wrong. We're not pointing out, that's a glaring issue. That's a big problem. I'm happy we're doing this, but there are small issues that need to be fixed. And if there's one man I trust to fix those issues, it's Dennis Gates.
You love Dennis
I
Gates.
absolutely love Dennis Gates.
I also am a huge Dennis Gates fan.
Any basketball coach that still wears a suit and has his entire staff wear a suit in the Big 2-5, are you kidding me?
Yes,
Come on.
That's the 1%. That's what we need.
Exactly. Oh my God, you're not beating a coach who wears a suit. Simply.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Looking at another thing, so you talked about the lackluster defense, which that was a big thing, especially in that second half. And Missouri let up too many opportunities from 3. They seemed just a little out of sorts on their perimeter defense. I mean, we saw Howard shoot 12 of 29 from 3, and they had 2 guys with 20-plus points. You can't have that in a game against Howard, let alone games against the SEC. You don't really want to see that either against SEC opponents. So that is something that they're going to need to fix up a little bit, but it's the first game of the year, and there weren't too many negatives, that's a really good thing for this Missouri team.
6 of Howard's 67 points came from their bench.
That's nothing.
61 of their points came from their 5 starters. I feel like that's another decent split.
I guess that's good defense from our bench if they were at the end of the same time. But
I think it just shows to the fact
Howard just might not have a lot of depth. They are an HBCU, so they probably don't have those bench guys like that 6-man player of the year or whatever.
Now, I mean, we can go and preview all we want, but the reality of it is, hopefully I don't regret saying this. They'll most likely go into Notre Dame 8-0. I mean, next 2 are against SEMO and VMI. SEMO on Friday. I'm sure the Mizzou Arena will be popping on a Friday night.
Yeah, maybe it could be. I went to a couple of those. I went to Eastern Washington last year whenever they played. I mean, the students come out. It's just not as packed as your big SEC games. Like Alabama last year was the best Mizzou environment I've been in all year.
Not Kansas.
It was a way better environment. Granted, it was fun to rush the court against Kansas, but Alabama had just a different feeling. It was so loud in Mizzou Arena. I loved it. And I hope it gets like that this year. I don't know I haven't really looked deep into the schedule, but I hope like someone like Florida comes into town.
There will be a couple big home matchups for sure. I mean, obviously you'll get that in the SEC. I am of the belief though that your first home matchup of the year on a Friday night against one of the local opponents always draws a decent crowd. People wanting to go with their friends from other schools or local. I don't know the word. What's a good way to put it? Local connections, I guess, always draw a good crowd. But Caleb, I want to wrap you into our first conversation a little bit and talk about football.
For sure.
Since you didn't get a chance to delve into that with us. Start with your key to a Mizzou victory on Saturday.
I heard you guys mention something about a smaller playbook for Matt Zollers. I think if we condense that playbook down, we lose this football game. The thing is, whenever Matt Zollers came in against Vanderbilt, we were down. We got to do something. So they let him throw, and if we let him throw the ball, we will win this game. He is unbelievable, and no discredit to Bo Prabula, but Matt Zollers is better at reading defenses and going through his reads. Most of the time, Bo Prabula would just roll out and he'd fixate on that first option or maybe the second option. They're not open. He throws the ball out or he gets sacked. Matt Zollers gets that ball, 3-step drop, the ball is out. And you have to give your receivers a chance to catch it. And that's what Matt Zollers does. And another takeaway, talking about the receivers, we're going to have to start, for one, doing 50-50 balls to Marquise Johnson. They're trying it because it worked last year with Theo Weiss. It was 6'3", 210 pounds, and won every single 50-50 ball like it was 80-20. He was unbelievable athlete, and that is not Marquise Johnson. Marquise Johnson is a very fast, speedy guy. They call him Speedy Quez for a reason. You got to put him either on these slants or something. Let him get open in space and make moves. But having him try to go up for a 50-50 ball against a receiver that is his size or even bigger, it's just not going to work. You got to put guys like I'd rather have Donovan Olugbe out there doing the same thing, because that's, to be honest with you, after what I've seen, probably our best receiver on this football field.
Ooh,
I like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
He is an unbelievable athlete, because every single time he's on the field, he's getting the ball thrown to him, and he catches it. He will catch the ball, whether it's on the sideline against Alabama. That was a crazy catch. I want him on probably 100% of the snaps.
I'm right there like I'm right there at that line. I think he has a good game, and I will be of that opinion as well. I think he slowed down last week a little bit.
Different circumstance.
Yeah. Yes. And I am of the opinion that he's a very good wide receiver. You guys know what I mean, Zach, you know what I've said. I believe he can be one of the best receivers in Mizzou history when it's all said and done. He has that talent. He has that ability. He's already producing at such a early part of his career. But I do still believe Kevin Coleman is better.
At this moment, yes. 'Cause
Yes.
Kevin Coleman is just a proven receiver.
Yes.
Granted, I just wish he would have committed to Mizzou when he came out of high school.
The 4 years, 4 teams is very difficult for me to get behind.
Yes, sure.
But I do think a decent game from Olubade this week will have me completely behind him as this team's number 1 wideout when it's all said and done.
For sure.
Oh,
You know what we haven't done?
what have we not done?
Score predictions.
Woo! Oh, we should have asked people score predictions.
Yeah, we probably should have done that. But
That would have been fun.
It's
it would have
okay.
been around the world. Another thing is, we have a really good running back at Ahmad Hardy, and Jamal Roberts even has been years now. He's been under Curtis Looper, which is one of the best running back coaches in the nation. Don't care anything about that, but the best running back coach in the nation. I don't think. Granted, if our running game gets going, that makes or breaks the game. But I don't think it will. I think it's just gonna be the same thing like this last week and the week before, where he kind of gets stalled out. It's just like we're not feeding him. It's a hard topic to talk about because it just depends on how Texas A&M is going to play us. Either are they going to try to stop the run, then you have to open up the pass. If they're going to try to stop the pass, then we need to try to get Ahmad Hardy 30 carries. But he's got to break it first because he hasn't in the last 2 games. And I mentioned this whenever we were playing those terrible Central Arkansas, Louisiana's, UMass's, and a terrible Kansas team. It's hard to say he's going to be a Heisman candidate because he runs for so much yards against a mid-level like MAC team, or I don't know what conference, Sun Belt team, something like that. So I knew Alabama was going to be the real test of how he can run against a top-tier SEC team. And even then, I think he only had like 57 yards or something like that. So I don't expect him to make a huge impact on this game, but if he does, that's going to be a huge part for Mizzou's success.
Now, he did have 97 yards against Vandy. He had a better game, about 5 yards per carry. So I think he's starting to see that he had to adjust his game because he went from getting 150, 200 yards a contest to getting shut down by Bama, getting shut down by Auburn. I think Auburn, he had, I want to say less than like 30 yards, maybe less than 40.
It wasn't a lot.
It was not at all. Between those 2 games, he combined for like 100, but got back on track against Vandy. Will be interesting to see if he can do that again against Texas A&M. And I know Dalen was a little more high on the defense than we are, but not a great SEC defense in Texas A&M.
They are.
What?
They are.
I
was doing my Dalen.
Oh,
yeah. It's a better defense than. Well, I don't know how it is against Auburn, and I don't know I couldn't compare the two. But Texas A&M did almost shut out LSU, one of the best. Like, I mean, you can't discredit that because LSU has always had a really good offense. So, and Grant Nussmeier is a really good quarterback. I think if we don't turn the ball over, we win this game. That's like the make or break. If we don't throw a pick, if we don't fumble, and I also think we're really good about getting turnovers too. Our defense is good enough to get turnovers. We even got a interception against Auburn, which is surprising with how great our defensive backs play. That's another thing is like we're gonna have like double KC. We better have a good scheme on the secondary, or we're gonna get cooked like we did at Auburn. So
yeah, I think that's very fair. I mean, the secondary has improved a lot, but then again, we haven't seen a team like Texas A&M, except for like Alabama and Alabama, they got cooked. So yeah, and now is Reed to that level that Ty Simpson is? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so at all. Which is why I'm more positive. And can I go into the score prediction now? I really want to.
Yeah,
Go
go
to
ahead.
score predictions.
So I am gonna go 24-21 Missouri.
Okay.
I think there's a
Fair
good
enough.
amount of points on the board, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be like 17-10 like it was last week. I think it's going to be a close game. It's projected to be Missouri has like a 46% chance to win this one since it is in Missouri and Texas A&M isn't super battle tested. And I think this is where Texas A&M kind of has a moment like Missouri had against Alabama where they're going to be like, ooh, we might need to turn some things around. And Missouri's hungry. They need to win out if they want a chance to make the college playoffs. It starts with this game, and I think they come out on top 24-21.
Caleb, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll take it. I do like that. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game unless we get blown out, like last year, 45-10, whatever it was. Yeah, that's bad. Or 42-10. I think it was 45 against Alabama, something like that. But we're not obviously in Kyle Field, per se, the loudest stadium in the college football. Had that in the big house, but I see it's just a hard read on this game because it's not at night. I think that does make a difference, but I do think Faurot Field's going to be bumping. It's going to be loud. And it's going to be hopefully our loudest game yet, because if we do not win this, we do not make the college football playoffs. But I do think Missouri will win this. I think it will be probably another slow game like Alabama was. It'll probably be tied at halftime, like 10-10 or something. But I think Mizzou wins 21-14, maybe 21-14, around that. I don't think this goes over 50 points total. I would take the under on that, unless obviously we get blown out, and we'll figure that out in the first quarter.
Yeah,
I think things turn around a little bit this week. In the play style, not in how the Tigers have been playing. 31-24 Texas A&M.
Oh, you just threw me off. You made it sound like you were going to pick.
I know.
Missouri.
That was
it's
the goal.
crazy, but I mean, I don't hate the take. I mean, because this is the third ranked team we're talking about here. They've played a lot. I see Aaron Siegel in the distance. I wonder if
Jeffrey Calhoun.
And Jeffrey Calhoun.
We have to keep the show going.
With this show, we'll say. I mean, we just hit 2 hours, so it's good.
Right here. Sit down in the chair. Come on, right now.
Yes, we gotta get him.
I need one of you. I don't care which. One of you. Take a seat.
We're live.
And not until you get on. You gotta come on the show. There you go.
Yeah,
All right. Jeffrey Calhoun joins the show, keeps the party going.
How's it going?
We thought oh, sorry. We're about to wrap up, but no.
Absolutely not.
I want to glaze over everything a little bit. You know?
Please do.
Okay. First off, give me your key to win on Saturday, Jeffrey.
On Saturday, I think just you got to play as fast as Texas A&M does. Texas A&M's defense has not been all that stellar this year. I think that's something that people aren't recognizing. They allowed 22 points to Utah State. I believe they allowed 3 touchdowns at UTSA. Both very mediocre group. Their offense is killing. I mean, they've scored 40 in just about every game. I think Auburn was one of the only ones where they didn't. They scored.
It was
16 against Auburn.
Over. They have not scored less than 31 points aside from one game when it was 16 against Auburn.
Which is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
So I think, Mizzou's defensive game plan is score as fast as Texas A&M.
Mhm.
And if they can keep pace, make 1 or 2 big defensive plays, I think that's what they got to do.
Now, you're the man. You're the man when it comes to Mizzou volleyball. So, polarizing weekend. You beat number 16 Tennessee. You lose to a team in their first season of play since 1979 in Vanderbilt. Now you go in to play the number 2 team in the nation. What are your thoughts on this Missouri volleyball team right now? What do they have to do right the rest of the season to make their preseason dreams come true?
I think the big thing, John Cook said it best. John Cook said cannot let a loss be. And with Vanderbilt, I understand that's a really don't want to lose. Vanderbilt came out with such a vengeance. Jack Moore hitting a 5.38 clip with 23 kills. I think you had 2 other players with double-digit kills. And you look at Janet Demaray, Asia Harvey, and Kamani Johnson all played fantastic ball that day. Nobody played, I would say, bad. You saw just Vanderbilt just play out of their mind. So, and you go up against Kentucky, and Kentucky has been an absolute wagon right now. But Pittsburgh showed the world that this team is not immune. Pitt absolutely. And so I think that Jeff, keep going. I think Mizzou just has to play into their identity. I think they have to play hard. I think they have to play fast. Kentucky's a really good team. Kentucky's a really, really good team. And I think you play your game, serve, receive well, and it's going to be interesting to see Alabama, Mississippi State. I'm not horribly concerned about, but at the same time, I wasn't horribly concerned about Mississippi State. Or I'm sorry, about Vanderbilt. You just got to take it one game at a time, one play at a time, and do what you can.
Not to put Mike on blast here, but he said there wasn't a chance for Missouri to beat Kentucky. Do we agree with that take?
Give me Mizzou 3-2.
That is what me and Ben Hartong said.
Oh my goodness. He's just a man of the people.
I am a man of the people. And speaking of being a man of the people, just announced about 30 minutes ago, ECU Game Day live from the Hearn Center tomorrow.
Woo!
On A Stream, Aaron and I will be leading us off. Confirmed interviews from Natalie Touche of softball, Colleen Finney, Kaylin Alexander, the big one, Don Sullivan.
Wow.
Will be coming on ECU 88.1 tomorrow. We are working out others. Follow all of KCOU's social medias to stay in the loop. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be big for the program.
Big stuff. Now, last question. I want to give you a little trivia. All right. Give me. Take your pick. Men's or women's basketball. Give me your expectation of what you've liked so far from what or not like.
Women's basketball. I'm really excited. I've been gunning for Kelly Harper for a long time. I think expectations. Keep yourself in the bubble conversation. I think of this team backdoors their way into the tournament. If they make it as a high seed in the W knit, they've done their job. They haven't made the W knit in 3 years now. They haven't made the tournament in 7 years. Sophie Cunningham was the last time Mizzou made the tournament. So if you keep yourself in that conversation, I think that you do a very good job at hitting your expectations. What I've liked so far. I was on the call for that Central Arkansas. It was a struggle a little bit. Arkansas is not a bad team. Very good ASUN program. What I liked about them, they were able to win. It wasn't the prettiest game. They were able to make adjustments, move players around, and were able to win by 7 points, which was their largest of the entire game. So they were able to put things together and start the season 1-0, which is better than they could say for last year.
All right. Here's the fun part. I'm gonna give you your trivia.
Take your pick on your sport. Basketball, football, gymnastics, wrestling, or baseball.
Not giving me volleyball.
We don't have volleyball.
Bad for the program. Give me football.
Football. All right. Let's do. Which Tiger legend holds the school record for the most career rushing yards?
Is it Schrader?
It is Brad Smith, 4,829.
Dang.
You still get a reward though.
There you go. $5 chicken. Champs chicken. Thank you, Jim.
And you're more than welcome to take any cold chicken.
I absolutely will.
Jeffrey Calhoun, everybody, KCOU's best.
Off to Aaron right now.
And our final guest of the program on this inaugural Mizzou Podcast Network live show here from Mr. Aaron Siegel. Another one of the best. Another one of the best from KCOU.
I appreciate that.
So-
I appreciate that.
So,
I appreciate
well,
that.
congratulations.
Well,
on your
congratulations
show
on your
firsthand.
show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We got sound effects. Sound effects. Mr. Caleb's okay. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of hard work went into it. Contact with the SIDs and all of Mizzou athletics few days. Been spearheading it this year. And it was just an idea. That was floated around. You saying, "Hey, let's do a live event show." I said, "Let's do something bigger. Let's do a college game day type feel." And Jeffrey and I were already going to be on the call. That's something that we knew we had to do. This is the biggest game of the year. Mizzou is 0-5 in the Don Sullivan era. They haven't beaten Kentucky since 2016. Right, that is a very, very long time. They beat them twice that year. That was one of the best Joshua Taylor teams in 2016. And let's make it really big. So I used my connections, friends with Colleen Finney, friends with Natalie Touche. I said, "Hey, let's get you on." And they said, "Let's do it." And then we said, "Let's get some players on," and just kept the ball rolling and rolling. Started graphics going last night, and then this is what's going to be happening. And now having the opportunity to do college game day for Mizzou volleyball. It's just the platform that KCOU has. Mizzou Student Media, they make our name off of those smaller sports that don't get the type of coverage on a podcast network. You guys do a great job on covering so much stuff. Caleb has been doing that the past 2 years now, and it's been sensational. Now you guys are here too. It's a testament to what Mizzou Student Media is, and this is just the ground floor, and I can't wait to keep going up.
And I think it's a great way to kind of close things out here. I mean, Caleb has done an amazing job.
Yeah.
You guys at KCOU, you're doing a great job. The Man Eater has been awesome this year. Mizzou Student Media is just going up, and you're seeing it happen literally right here in front of your face. You see Aaron's face too. We're seeing everything going on as we speak in the flesh. We're here at Speaker Circle. These guys are out there this weekend. It's going to be great. Mizzou Student Media is doing so much, and it's really a great time to be in student journalism at the University of Missouri. Now,
talk to me.
Mizzou Sports.
Let's do it.
What's your key to victory on Saturday, Mr. Siegel?
Marcel Reed is tied for 4th in the SEC in most interceptions. He is turnover prone. There's a reason Connor Wegman started over last year because he wasn't ready. He is more of a mobile quarterback, and this isn't a Corey Batoon defense that is really scared of mobile quarterbacks. You just played Jackson Arnold, who is more of a runner than he is a passer. Diego Pavia, he didn't run, and that's what he's known for. If Vanderbilt wins, they run. They really got fortunate of some calls and injuries is how they did that game and how they won. So he's very turnover prone. The thing that scares me the most is this Mizzou Tigers pass rush is going up against the best offensive line in the SEC. Marcel Reed is tied for 2nd in least sacked in the SEC. And these numbers, they just pop out at you as, okay, yes, he's a young sophomore quarterback, but he is so well protected, and that goes a really long way. If Mizzou wants to win, it's trust in the run game. I know something you're going to hear so much with this game is let Ahmad Hardy run. Let Ahmad Hardy run. The sample size has definitely been a lot greater now that you've seen him for more games. You know that he's talented. I'm going to rock with Mizzou to win this game in a very low-scoring game because time of possession is going to be huge. Time of possession is something I will always, always, always talk about with this Mizzou Tigers team. Run the ball, kill the clock, and you'll get a win.
Give me that score prediction.
I'm going to go 21-14.
Tigers. Jeffrey, if you want to,
that was yours, Caleb. I think it's my exact score prediction here.
Caleb's on that.
Jeff, if you want to duck down and give us your score prediction, I forgot to ask you.
You know, Aaron, I definitely understand what you're saying. I really do. Okay. But I'm gonna go with a very high scoring affair. I'm gonna go Mizzou wins 44-38.
This is just ridiculous. Can I argue with him? Can I argue with him? Matt Zollers is not doing that. Matt Zollers is just not doing that.
Matt Zollers is like that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is why you stick to volleyball. This is why you stick to volleyball.
5 touchdowns.
Oh my goodness. This is 5 touchdowns? Are you serious?
Did I stutter?
Oh my goodness. Oh, you definitely have something wrong. I don't know, man. Oh, wow. That's awful. That's really bad.
All right. Speaking of Mizzou volleyball,
yes,
Aaron, same as I asked Jeffrey, polarizing weekend. You beat number 16 Tennessee, then you lose to a team who has not had a program since 1979 in their first season with Vanderbilt. Obviously, no disrespect to them, but you look at it and it's what it is. You move now, number 2 Kentucky. Talk to us.
Yeah, Vandy loss was really bad. A 5-win team. They didn't even really need it. This is just their first year in a very long time. And I mean, it hurt. It really, really hurt after this team was on a 6-game win streak. You go and beat Tennessee 7 games in a row. And after so much skepticism of if this team is legit, are they legit? No one really knew. And then they go on this huge win streak and really shifted the narrative of saying, okay, this team is legit. And it got me excited. And you knock off Tennessee. Then that Vanderbilt loss, it really kills momentum. We talked about it on service that this team was so close to saying there's really no flaws, and they answered all the questions that we had. And now you look at why they lost. You saw another inconsistent game from Kalen Alexander. You saw your right side problems pop back up again. And now you're into Kentucky, which is the best middle blocking duo and the best defensive team in the SEC. They are ranked number 2 in the nation. And it's just really special for the ABCA polls, right? On service, we don't have them as number 2 in the nation, right? There's definitely teams that we think are better, but they killed Texas. Like, that was not a fair game. Kentucky demolished Texas in volleyball. So they're coming in really hot. I still think that there's something to say about senior night. This is Dawn Sullivan's inaugural class graduating out. You're losing Maya Sands. You're losing Marina Crownover. You're losing Janet Demaray. This was Dawn Sullivan's team. This was the team that everyone knew to love. And there's just a magic that's going to be in Hearns on Friday night. And I think the Tigers are going to get it done 3-2.
Before we move on from volleyball, you talked about Kalen Alexander.
Yeah.
And we've kind of had some arguments about her this year. But looking at her and Dawn Sullivan's decisions, she had a bad first 2 sets. She had 2 kills, and then she gets subbed out for the rest of the game.
Yep.
What do you want to see from her against Kentucky? And do you see a possibility of her getting subbed out again?
I don't see her getting subbed out. I do see the team changing from the one-dimensional approach that they've been on offense. This is something I talked about with Colleen Finney, former Mizzou volleyball player, for a very long time yesterday, is this team is sticking to their outside hitters and their pin hitters, and they're getting plus 80 attempts a game. You can't win like that. When Mizzou went to the Sweet 16, they were using their middles. They were using their middles on offense and really spreading the ball around. You have a setter that can do that in Marina Crownover. So I don't think it's something that Kalen Alexander can do. I don't think she'll get subbed out, but I think it's going to be more about the offense moving the ball around a lot more and finding your middles and get more A-ball attacks and attacking on the inside and outside, really making it a full versatile offense is going to get this win.
That's ball knowledge there.
Thank you. Thank you. And as you said, shout out to Service to 7. KCOU's what, #1 show?
Yeah, the whole entire Mizzou volleyball team follows it. Their moms follow it, which is a lot of fun. Shout out the moms. Shout out the moms of Mizzou volleyball.
Oh my goodness.
Fans for real.
Shout out to
Joni Crownover.
Call the moms. Colin Iron's wife follows it. That's the assistant coach. Yep. Keep calling out the parents. So yeah, this is probably number 1 for media attention.
Ariel's mom follows us.
All the moms follow us. All the players follow us. It's really special that type of reach is through a Mizzou student media outlet, right? This is a Mizzou student media outlet that's going to gain so much traction, and able to have that for service was really special because we're just 3 guys that love talking volleyball, right? And from there, just started making memes, graphics, and talking to players, and they're like, oh, this is something special. Now, anytime we post, Maya Sands repost it in 5 seconds, right? Maya Sands is the greatest libero ever. She already has 2 SEC liberos of the year. She's going to get her 3rd. She might win National Libero of the Year now that award is going to be. She will. Exactly. I love the optimism. She will win the first ever National Libero of the Year, and she follows. It's so special that Mizzou Student Media is giving opportunities like this, and like with Service to 7. So I absolutely love it. Yeah.
100%. And your final question I want to give to you, take a pick, men's or women's basketball. Give me your expectations for this year and what you liked or didn't like so far.
I'm the women's basketball writer for the Missourian. So I will shift away from women's since I do a lot of women's basketball. If you guys want to see it, go look at the team previews and everything. A little plug, shameless plug. Let's talk men's hoops. I grew up with Sebastian Mack, and him coming here was great. He's from Las Vegas. He played against a lot of my friends in Las Vegas. Went to Coronado High School. Sebastian is the piece that you needed for this team, and I'm going to tell you why. Dennis Gates ran a 1-3-1 zone all last year because of Tamar Bates' inability. Tamar Bates is a really poor defender. Great on offense. He was a spark plug and did a lot of good. But on defense, he struggled a lot. And you had Anthony Robinson as a true starting the of Mark Shear. You can't do that. Now you bring Sebastian Mackin, fast, and he is an absolute defensive menace. And you're going to be able to shift to a 2-3 zone now, and your defensive schematics are going to completely change for Dennis Gates. And he wants to run a 2-3 zone. That's what he got his success in at Cleveland State. That's what he learned at Florida State. So now that you're in your 2-3 zone, it's going to be really hard to score on this team unless you have prolific three-point shooters. But I think your wings are really mobile and can move really well. So I think it's going to be really successful. And then you add Sean Phillips, who is big. Josh Gray, big, strong, and meaty, but he couldn't move well. And now you have Sean Phillips, who's really mobile. So I think he'll succeed. So I'm going to say for Mizzou basketball, I think that they are going to finish number 4 in the SEC, and they will bounce in the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament.
Woo!
Yes.
Wow. Feeling good.
Feeling great. Feeling great.
All right. We're going to wrap it up with one last trivia question
Let's
here
do
for you,
it.
Mr. Siegel. Would you like wrestling, basketball, baseball, or gymnastics?
Let's rock with hoops.
Hoops. Who is the all-time leading scorer in Mizzou men's basketball history? This is a debated answer, actually. You can give me either.
Okay. I want to go Melvin Booker.
It is Melvin Booker.
Bang! Oh, Aaron
First
Siegel,
try.
no. Oh my goodness.
Can we give him the gift card?
Oh,
that was
let me see it. Let me see it. On first try.
There you go.
He gets the gift.
Oh, let's go. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Our last guest of the day gets the $15 Champs Chicken gift card. Thank you to Champs Chicken for making this possible. This has been fun, gentlemen. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I've loved it.
Thank you from myself, Mike Livingston, Zachary Knoxdale, Caleb Stalo made all of this possible. Thank you to Charlie. I can't pronounce her last name for also. There you go. Thank you for Jeffrey Calhoun, Aaron Siegel, Dylan Heinrich, Danny Wood, Dalen Conklin, Aiden Seymour. I have no idea who he is, but he joined the show.
Yes, he
that
did.
one sorority girl. Shout out AFI. And I think I got everybody. Oh, Ben Hartong as well for joining the show. I did. I said Dylan Heinrich. Thank you to everybody for joining the show today. This has been the Zoo HQ on the Mizzou Podcast Network.
Yeah, just watch out for more live streams. It seems like this is going to be a recurring thing for.
Oh,
for
I
you
certainly
guys.
hope it is.
Oh yeah,
So much fun. This was absolute blast.
This was a great
work out
time.
some kinks, and we can. Let's hope we get a studio someday. But that's here nor there. But yeah, I had a great time producing behind the mic, even though I was a ghost.
You were a ghost.
I was a ghost. I'm a ghost here with. I know we haven't played this yet, but let's just end it out. Just for Mike Livingston there.
Thank you so much
Yep.
for all the hate I've gotten today.
You did not get hate. You didn't. It's called sports arguments.
What? No, I wasn't even talking about sports arguments.
Oh, when you were hating on Danny?
No, it's not even that. I'm just being a baby.
Yeah. I don't know what you're
well,
talking about.
that's okay.
It's okay. We all have our baby moments.
We do have baby moments. All right. Great show, guys. This has been fun.
You want to end us out?
From everybody who I already mentioned, I am Mike Livingston. That is Caleb Stalo and Zachary Knox Doyle. Thank you so much for listening. This has been episode 3 of the Zoo HQ, season 2 on the Mizzou Podcast Network.
And I have one more thing. Shout out Champs Chicken for providing us a ton of gift cards, coupon codes, and plenty of a party pack. I couldn't find. I probably won't pick up the ad read yet, but they have 4 different locations in Columbia. They just opened their new location on Cinnamon Hill Lane near Stadium Boulevard by Highway 63. They have amazing chicken and amazing
They really
breakfast
do.
food. They supplied us with tons of chicken tenders and fries for us and our guests. I cannot thank them enough. Check them out. Probably the best chicken place in Columbia, if I had an opinion. But thank you. Shout out Champs Chicken.
Now I have to say one more thing. This stuff was cold when it got here, which is not Champ's fault whatsoever. It took a while for us to get going, and it was still amazing.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm
yeah,
still eating it.
He is actively eating it.
4
yes.
hours later.
Yes.
You can hear Zach's mouth being full. You can also see it on camera.
All right. That's all I had. All right. Going to end it off here, boys?
Zach, I ended it off twice. You can end it off.
All right. Oh yeah, Zach. Let's.
This
go.
is Zach's flu game, by the way. He woke up and felt terrible, and he went through all of this.
All right. Well, For Mike Livingston and Caleb Stallo, I am Zachary Knox Doyle saying so long from the Zoo HQ.